channel?
Yeah.
I was like, because you can do set title and change the title for yourself. You don't actually have to have him change the title. If you're
No, not on Twitch. I manage his YouTube, but I do not have the perms on Twitch.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say on Twitch if you're
I'm just a moderator.
Okay, I was gonna say if you're editor, you could change the title to whatever he needs it to, and also change the game as well.
Yeah, I know.
It still says Dungeon Master Nick above the under Sven as well. Yeah,
I'm sure they'll fix it.
And the Crystal Heart campaign.
The setup's been like that for a few streams.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you guys are noticing now.
Oh, I noticed it a few streams ago. I just generally didn't say anything because I didn't know if it was intended or he was setting up different overlays or what.
No, I just was kind of tired last campaign or last session that we played this campaign, so I didn't really notice.
Valid.
Fair enough.
Is the audio working for the stream?
I can hear us. I don't know if Sven's tried to talk.
I can also hear the sound effects going off in the background as well.
Those aren't sound effects. That was the introductory video.
Yeah, the sound effects.
All right, so I just need.
Sorry, should we try to be quiet while that's happening?
No, because it doesn't stream. It doesn't. There is no voice going through.
It mutes us.
Gosh, that would be really sucky, though.
All right.
It's like you're watching
going off, and we're just talking about whatever.
Watching the Crush's show, and there's dialogue.
So Ironscape is working. I just had an alarm bell blow my eardrums out.
Yep. That one's really loud.
I just gotta wake you guys up. All right, so first thing we want to do is we have a little bit of housekeeping. If my phone will behave, there we go. So there has been some discussion, and I'm putting it to a vote. Let me finish typing here.
Should we be concerned, Sven?
No.
Should always be concerned.
No.
So there was some discussion when we first set it up. I honestly don't remember what was determined because I thought it was one thing and other people thought it was something else. So I am throwing out a vote. It is anonymous, so we can't see what people say. Do you want Nick's campaign to be on the fourth week of the month, or the fourth Wednesday of the month, or do you want it to be, say yes, if you want it to be on the last Wednesday of the month, then say no.
Sometimes there are 5 Wednesdays and not 4, which is why there is a difference.
Yes. I'm fine either way. I guess
I already changed my calendar from last Wednesday to 4th Wednesday, so I don't want to change it back.
Yeah, no, honestly, I feel like consistency is great. So
yes, it doesn't happen very often. It's only a couple times a year at most, but this way it has been determined and has been set in stone now until we change it again. So it'll be on the 4th Wednesday. So next week will be Nick's campaign of awesomeness, the Crystal Heart campaign, and I will make sure everybody knows. what's happening. All right.
Sounds good.
Are you guys able to open up the image
No.
from the message
No,
of the
I didn't
day?
receive an image.
From the message of the day. Okay, so
Oh,
I don't know why it's not letting me open it. It's very odd, but that's fine. I will fix it. I will just do this. Maybe.
I'll just do this as he crashes our computers.
There we go.
Maybe just mine.
Whoa.
Probably just mine.
oof. Poor Jen.
All right, so
Oh, here it is.
you. There we go. I do need to put one more person on here. So if that doesn't remind you, then hopefully you read the message of the day. If that doesn't remind you, then too bad. Last
And you
week,
really weren't paying
when last we
attention.
played, you guys had left the Cloud Keep and had flown
Almost fallen into the water.
on your carpets and your griffin and your broom, sort of skirting along the water, because it was partly cloudy, so there were times when you couldn't see the stars. But with Tuss survival skills and Genesis survival skills as well, you also had Athena, who was able to fly up above the clouds at times if necessary. You guys were able to, as far as you know, head mostly east, and you came upon what you believe to be an island and decided to land. It has been a long day. It is now just after 9 o'clock. It is still dark. I am not sure why somebody is so bright.
Someone have light on them or something?
Let's see.
Yeah, we had people with light on them. Namely, Genesis should be one of them.
Let's do
Yep.
this. There we go. Okay, that
believe
makes more sense. All right.
Athena has light on her
So
too.
Athena, that's just dark. Athena's dark vision. That's lighting up the night. All right. So it is somewhat moonlight. If you zoom out, you can see, depending on who you are, you should be selecting your own character so you can see what they can see if you want to be more realistic. You're on a beach. By the way, the wind is blowing through the trees. If you're zoomed in enough, you can see the trees are swaying slightly.
What?
There's sand and sort of like a
Did not mean to.
line in the sand where the two, it looks like where the tide has come up um, and then goes back down. And then you have the rest of the beach and there's going up into the palm trees type bushes and palm trees. So the tokens are unlocked. I just need to find where your mounts are. NPC mounts. There it is. Okay, he is dead forever.
It's fine. Don't worry
And
about it.
thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yummy, yummy. And does it have the stuff in it? Okay. Where is this? All right, so Tusk, you have Mini-Me.
Yes.
And, do you want Athena around K3 for to move around the map and stuff, or you're just going to not worry about her right now?
I will not worry about her right now.
Okay.
If K3 isn't on watch, she'll probably dismiss her.
All right, so what are you guys doing? We're looking for a place to take a long rest. Seems like a good place.
John's just gonna go over and try to bond with Ravenclaw if he can.
All right. Are you doing anything particular, or just?
Just petting him and talking to him, just trying to bond with him. Make him feel like, he's part of the crew now.
Okay.
Nothing
Use
really.
the gear that was in the stables.
Yes.
He had a saddle and things. You find now that you have a little bit more time and you're spending time with him. One, you find out it is a him. Two, you also see that there is some grooming. There's a brush in there and a little, almost like a tiny hoe, or that's not a hoe. I don't remember what they're called, but it's a little, has 3 little claws on it. A small piece of metal. It's like a fork if you took and bent the tines and spread them out a little bit. For getting things out of its
yeah.
tail and mane when necessary, burrs and things.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I used to live on a farm, so RL, of course.
Yep. And so it has those things, and as well as the normal stuff. Are you going to take off its gear, or are you going to?
I'm going to take off its saddle and just brush it, basically. Take some time and brush it, make sure it's, feeling nice and pretty. He's feeling nice and pretty and stuff like that. So I don't know where he's standing on a map because he's not actually appearing. I don't actually. But yeah.
Okay. Anybody else? Or what are you guys doing?
Tusk is going to kind of go up to the tree line and just kind of like gaze just to make sure that he can't see any like immediate threats in the forest. All right, that's like this is probably a good place to make camp. I think we might have missed our mark, but we can't really. I won't really be able to tell till the morning. Despite that, I'm tired. It's been a long day.
Agreed.
When we bed down, make sure to be past the water line so when the tide comes in, you guys don't get wet. Unless you're into that.
Gosh.
Yeah. Let's see if I can see anything through the trees. Just
Right,
yeah, just kind of.
Perception in the tower.
Okay. Doo-doo.
And a percentile.
In the tower as well.
No.
Okay. Hello.
Gimbal decides to pull up. Hey, Gimbal.
What's up?
So you're you see off in a distance the clouds break for a moment and you're able to see a little bit farther than your dim light. You don't see anything, any large predators or anything like that. I am typing.
Okay.
You just notice 2 minor things.
Mhm.
And I guess while Tusk is doing that, Jen will go over to John and offer her animal knowledge to help him bond, I guess.
John will say to Jen, "Thank you for the help. Anything you know of will be awesome in helping me keep this griffin happy and healthy."
Genesis, give me a percentile and a animal handling.
I'm so
And
used
John,
to right-clicking on
give me
the D10.
animal handling and just in a normal chat.
Oh, watch out. All right, copy that.
All right, so Tusk, it takes you a moment to realize what you're seeing, and then it finally clicks what it is that you're looking at. It's just a little odd. You've seen, a handful.
I did
of them
acrobatics, not
before, but
animal handling. Give me a second.
that seems to be a lot.
Okay.
Kithri, what are you doing?
I don't know. She doesn't like the idea of resting on the beach because it feels too open to her, but she's not gonna say anything.
And that's why it took you a minute to realize what it was, because they're so far away.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Hudson's gonna turn back to the group. As he kind of try to come to the tree line. Think we're good. At least I think we'll be better on the beach than in the forest because it kind of smelled like rotting wood or rotting meat from there. Might just mean there's a few dead things, but I also saw like a shit ton of birds. Just a ways into the forest. So probably them. They might, fed stuff, and it might be like their leftovers or something. That might be what the smell is. And I mean like a shit ton of birds, but they look like regular birds as best I can. I mean, they're like, he like motions to like the size of a regular bird, like, so it can't be too much of a trouble. But
And there's a lot of them, though.
Yeah, like several hundred, over 100, something like that. Like
just
they're a
gonna
lot.
ask Tusk, you don't find a forest full of dead birds strange?
Oh no, the birds are alive. There's just like rotted meat, and then there's a shit ton of birds.
Oh, okay.
So I think the smell is probably from their food or something, or probably from their like leftover food, or their leftovers, or their bird shit. Bird shit, right?
Yes.
Looks over to
Well,
okay, unless they're like, I guess, I don't know. It depends on what birds they are, because I think some like puke something rather than shit, and others shit.
That's owls.
We'll just chalk it
bird
up
meets
to
bird
standard. I was gonna say we'll just chalk it up to standard bird activities.
Well,
it's a little weird. There's a lot of them. but I think we'll
I
be
do
okay.
think that is standard bird activities of, scrounging at something's leftovers, but that does make me concerned as to what made the leftovers, and if there's that many birds, there might be, more than one dead creature over there.
Oh yeah, probably. But I think it should be fine. But something to
Hopefully.
note: hopefully, it's not moving rotted meat. Like undead. Um, but yeah, besides a lot of birds and a weird smell, I think I think we'll be all right. If a bit safer here on the beach. Um, but keep an eye out like usual. I think we'll be fine.
Yeah. Here's hoping. Um,
All right, so you guys setting up a
So
fire, or are you just laying out your bed rolls? What are you doing? The sand is pretty soft. The temperature's not too bad. It's probably um, in the 60s.
how much,
Hmm.
how far was it? How how far through the brush did it take you to see the birds?
Well, thanks to the moonlight and the clouds kind of parting, I was able to get a bit of farther glance. It's about a couple hundred feet in.
Okay.
Pretty sure there was not that many birds too, but could be less, could be more. Again, it's dark and they kind of blend in with the trees, but I was able to catch the movement.
John's going to pretty much go and say that one of us should at least keep watch at least for a little bit just to see what goes on. We should take turns keeping watch, me, Tusk, and I guess
I mean, we
Gimbal?
We should
almost
all
always,
just take a watch.
yeah, we almost
Yep.
always do watches when we're
fair
resting,
enough.
even if it doesn't seem like there's something dangerous nearby.
Well, then
Yeah.
that's good. Yeah, I suggest we follow through
We've been
with that.
attacked on the road and traveling in whatever weird location we find ourselves in too many
If you
times to
look at
not
the-
take a watch.
Look at the party sheet. You will see there is a watch order.
Mhm.
Right now, it starts with Genesis, Tusk, John, Kithri, and Gimbal. That is the order. Did you guys want to change that for tonight, or are you keeping it that way?
Jen loves going
Uh,
first, so she's good with taking first watch.
John will volunteer
Yeah, that works.
second because he still wants to stay up and spend some time with Ravenclaw, so that'll give him time to actually watch and do stuff. So I volunteer second watch, if that's fine with you, Jen.
I don't mind.
Then I guess Tusk will go after John then. Alrighty. Sounds good.
You will get a wonderful
I'm
night's
gonna
sleep waiting for my wife.
as usual.
So the answer to your question is yes. It just doesn't do anything else. It just burns a higher level.
Okay. Well, I'm almost out of spell slots anyway. So Jen will discuss with you guys the idea of using a plant growth spell, so that if there is something out there, in the brush that maybe made those, whatever the birds are eating, uh, it'll have difficult terrain getting to us.
Oh,
So if we wanted to go through there, it would make it harder in the morning, but it would also make it harder for something else to get to us.
works for me.
Works for me
Is
as
it
well.
is it type of magic that sticks around or goes away?
It sticks around.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine either way. If you think that will help.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds actually like a good plan.
Okay. In that case, before we go down to lay us down to rest, Jen will go ahead and cast plant growth. She'll go up right next to the edge of the foliage and cast it.
So where's the point that you're casting it at?
I'm just like at the edge of the map. So I guess right where she is.
So if it's 100 feet, it's going to extend into the ocean. The 100-foot radius.
Yeah. It does also say that you can exclude areas from being affected. So she will go ahead and just, I guess, exclude the ocean.
And the
But that
beach.
would have been all sorts of fun. Could have see all sorts of kelp and stuff rising up out of the water.
Well, it probably wouldn't rise up out of the water, but it would definitely annoy anything that lives in there.
Cool. We'd be safe
Like
from
seamen.
killer fish.
If you
But-
want, we can also include the ocean.
I mean, we have been we were attacked the last time we rested on a beach
That's very
by
true.
creatures from the water.
Okay. Yeah, she
Man
will
from
not
the sea,
exclude
is that
the
what you're
ocean
saying?
then.
I
Yeah.
motion over to then just exclude our resting area possibly instead of the ocean.
Well, there's no I don't see any plants in our resting area. So it only works on existing plants.
Ah, okay,
But
cool.
if there were if there is, light grass or whatever, she will exclude where we are sleeping.
Okay.
And I guess
Wow.
Come on.
actually, you know what? Thinking about sea creatures actually does make me a little bit worried. Maybe she will go in a little bit so that there's a bit of the ocean included.
So where do you want it to start from?
Where she is. That include? I don't know.
That should be good.
It's fine. Probably.
You try.
I'm trying.
And then what area are you excluding?
Let's see. That's not pointers. Circle. Oh, it goes from the center. Oh. Like there.
Okay. All right, so go ahead and use the spell slot and
I have
let me try that. All right, so you see the palm trees and the areas below it, the little shrubbery and grass sprout up and form up. You don't see a whole lot on the beach itself. Yeah, that's not, I don't have that, so. I think I'll just go with this. Let me go with this. All right, so Gimbal, are you doing anything while he's playing with his bird? And
Yeah, I'll be. I'm gonna be up until there's time to actually go to sleep. I'll spend. I don't depend on how long we're here, but I'm gonna spend some time reading that spell book that I have to learn high level spells. I'm still working on the big one. It's gonna be. I've got 8 hours of studying left for the final spell that I need to add to my book, which I still won't be able to use for a while. But
so it is already 9 o'clock at night. I don't know that you all had planned on staying up very much longer before getting your 8 hours of rest. What is the plan, folks?
John's just going to finish brushing Ravenclaw and I guess tie him to one of the somewhere and tie him to one of the trees or something in the area or somewhere that he won't run away, and essentially just put down his bedroll and just probably go to sleep until his watch. So
Okay.
Gus is exhausted, so he'll just go to sleep. Yeah.
Is he actually exhausted? Or just tired?
He's not doesn't have the condition,
Okay.
but
I'm
he's
like, wait a
spent
second,
almost
what if
all of his
that happened?
abilities. So he's
Yeah.
the way I'm for Tusk flavor text wise, he is exhausted because all his abilities are almost physical. So
Yeah, he's used up what he can use up.
yeah. So he's just a bit tired. Plus, I've used all my hit dice and everything. So it's all his physical stuff has been kind of expended. So he's tired. Been a while.
Makes sense.
So,
yeah, so I mean,
Tusk
I'll pretty much go to sleep, and then when it's time for my watch, I'll spend my couple hours of watch perusing the book while I'm vaguely paying attention to the surroundings.
Okay.
Oh, real quick, because I realized there's some stuff left on the party sheet. Did anyone want to hold on to, or possibly have, either the gems of brightness or any of the 2 quartz gems that are in there? Also, I'm pretty sure the fan's a wind fan.
Yeah, the fan was a wind fan.
Yeah, wind fan, magic item. I made a note of it.
Figured
It's just
that out.
unidentified.
Yeah.
also, I wanted to draw attention to: did we get EXP for those last 2 monsters we fought on the Cloud Keep?
Yes, you did.
Okay,
Yeah,
just
I
making
guess
sure.
Ron did that last time.
Okay.
Well, if nobody else is taking one, I think the gems of brightness are really neat.
Yeah, no, Kid 3 wanted one too.
If I remember correctly, yeah, they have 2 different amounts of charges in them. One has 19, one has 24.
Oh,
Feel free to take which one's which.
okay. I would give K3 the one with 24 then.
How very kind.
The bottom one's the one with 24.
And you guys making a fire
Uh,
to cook food and stuff, and for light.
might as well. Especially for
Yeah.
those of us that do not have dark vision.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Yeah. Put it right here or something.
All right,
Are
so
we
set
sure that
yourselves
that
up
line is
where
up
you want
with
to
it?
sleep.
John's just going to pretty much be laying next to Ravenclaw. He's going to be laying in the vicinity of Ravenclaw in case something spooks Ravenclaw. It'll wake him up and he'll be able to hear anything that goes on over in that general direction.
Okay, you should be able to move Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw is attached to one of the little vines here in the corner here, so that's why he's there basically already. And I'm just laying pretty much like
What do you
right in
mean
the.
he's attached?
Well, the left on is like little horse tack thing
His
that
bridle.
allow. Yeah, his bridle, so he can pretty much be able to tie him around a tree or some sort of overgrowth that's growing up, so he doesn't
Okay,
run
do you
away or
remember what
fly away.
happened
Basically,
last time you did that with a rope?
no.
He bit
He
through it.
he bit through the rope to chill with you.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know how else to contain him, so I'm just going with what I can.
He is a griffin. You
He-
don't contain him. He's there because he wants to be. The moment
Yeah,
he
fair
doesn't want
enough.
to be, he's gone.
Fair enough. I guess I'll just leave him where he is in. He'll toss him some, I guess, meat rations or something that I have in my ration sack for him to munch on.
Okay. So he will eventually come around and he's looking and stuff, and then he'll finally sort of sniffing at these new plants and stuff, and then eventually spreads his wings and blows some of the sand up and around and walks around in a circle, sits down.
He's a little nest. That's so cute.
All right, so Gimbal, you're gonna stay by the water.
Sure.
If you are trying to sleep there, we kind of determined that when the tide comes in, it goes up to that big old line to your right, so you might want to be on the
Go
other
about
side
that.
of
Y'all
that
go about
line.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Or
don't want
you will
to.
have a salty surprise when you wake up.
Listen, he'll be wet in the water, don't you know?
But is water wet?
Technically, water's
Can we-
moist, I would decide.
Can we not talk?
John and Jen just having a conversation on whether water's wet or not randomly.
Guess it quickly changed subject. Did anyone want the wind fan? Pretty sure just cast gust of wind.
I don't think I can use that, can I? Is it a magical item?
Anybody can? Yeah, it's a magical item. And
Yeah, but do I have to be attuned to it, or is it just a magical item?
I don't believe
think it
so.
requires attunement.
But it's not identified at the moment. I do know we figured it out that I was a wind fan, but the item in the party sheet is not identified, so can't double check.
Well, I suggest we wait until we get it identified. That way, we'll be able to know exactly
we
what it
figured
is.
it out what it was.
Oh.
But gameplay mechanics wise, in fantasy grounds, it's not identified. But Jen messed with it and figured out what it did.
Okay, good. Well, I don't need to blow people away. I mean, I just don't see the point of that. But maybe one of y'all can have it, I would assume. The best bet.
Well,
yeah.
I know Gimbal and I have spells that can do something similar, so they are pretty useful in the right circumstances. So I would suggest that somebody keep a hold of that fan.
You three want our trick up your sleeve?
No, she's not
I mean,
interested.
if nobody wants it, I'll take it. I already have the spell, so I don't really need it.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe we could spread it out a little bit.
Well, I mean, I hit things with an axe.
I mean, I stab things, so I can't really. I'm up close and personal. I mean, it would do me no benefit really to have a fan that can blow stuff away. You know?
Well,
I mean, I guess we did encounter like a gas thing.
Yeah, we've a couple of times come up against gaseous, things
I
that,
mean,
that
I
have
guess I
We
can
for
carry
sure
it.
have.
poisoned us.
I guess I can carry it for future use and just whip it out if we need it, but I just don't think I'll actually use it for anything other than if we actually need it.
I
And
don't
that
know.
is okay.
If you close your eyes for a minute and think of Tosh, this giant, half orc, half naked because he's a barbarian, ripped pants, giant two-handed axe, come running towards you, and then he stops, plants his axe, and with his right hand pulls out his fan and whoosh,
And then blows you away with it.
fans himself a little bit. His hair blows back a little bit, and then whoosh,
Rustles the
towards
beard.
you. I mean, the confusion factor itself.
It's the most effective
He'll stop
part.
anyone in their tracks out of sheer confusion.
It's listen, Tusk used charm. It's super effective.
Hmm.
I mean, exact. Yeah.
It's not because of the way you think, it's because they're too scared to ask why.
Exactly. Yeah.
Pretty much. All right, John will carry it for now. John will decide to carry it for now and just use it when we need it or whenever the
Also-
situation arises.
Theoretically, if you know that somebody is like a human without dark vision, you can use that to like blow out their campfire or their torch or
Yeah.
you know.
Can help being sneaky. And
Well,
being possibly a
It's
ghost.
really loud. You're not going to be sneaky, but they can't see you.
Yeah.
True. Just, pretend you're like some haunting spirit with ill winds.
It's blood will can out and go.
This
Ooh,
is your
spooky.
constant speaking.
Right.
I am the ghost of girlfriend's past.
Your
Yeah.
plant growth actually makes it a little cool because the trees are swaying in the breeze, but the plants underneath are not. So that's a cool little effect. And of course, the water is moving. And you guys bed down for the night. I think I can do this. Let's see. Did they change it yet? They did not change it yet. Okay. So I need everyone to give me a percentile, please.
In tower or non-tower?
Just in the chat. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I keep forgetting that it's its own dice now.
3. Okay.
Right. I keep on right clicking it to select the percentile
Oh no.
and then almost rolling 2 percentile, you know.
Okay.
The lowest percentile we got was 50.
I
Everything.
got 98, 97,
And then 71, 70.
71. Like, well, this kind of sucks. I know Tusk is out of his abilities. I've got a first level spell slot. That's
Hey, I can
it.
still hit things hard.
All right, so you guys settle down for the evening and get ready to start going to sleep. Genesis, takes you a while, but you're able to finally find enough wood to build a fire. Especially with John helping because he's still putzing around with Ravenclaw. And you guys are able to make it. Gimbal, you read for a little while and then get ready to go to sleep as well. And you're settled down, all nice and comfy. I want to check something. Okay. And that and this. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So about this? Excellent. Okay. All right. So your plant growth goes out 100 feet. Perfect. Tusk, go ahead and share your acts of warning, please.
Alright, give me a second. I scroll to it. Oh, right. My inventory is being weird. It's not where it should be. It will be up here somewhere. Why are you not? There you are. Up. Up.
Thank you. If you are sleeping naturally, I understand that. All right, so the 30 feet, you and within 30 feet of you can't be surprised. All right, so if somebody drops an anvil on your head from a mile above you, you would get the warning. Okay.
You would be very surprised.
Well, well, I would be warned, and then the anvil would hit me.
Yeah.
So it's been you all are doing just over right around 2-hour shifts, and everybody is awake. Gimbal, John, and Kithri, and Tusk, everybody who's still asleep, who was asleep,
Mhm.
are prone, as is Ravenclaw. But you are not asleep anymore. Genesis, you are not prone.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, we're about to
Yeah,
have
but-
a eventful night, huh, guys?
Is there any other kind with this group?
Right?
I don't know that
Let me
we've
check
had
some.
a successful straight sleep through the night unless
Oh.
we're in Nashkel.
Oh
Well, we've had a few while traveling. They're rarer than one we attacked, it feels like, but
So you can hear the trees, the leaves in the trees, something coming through, and you see spines hit Ravenclaw. Everybody, go ahead and give me initiative.
no!
okay.
Since it is becoming relevant, Jen did take Honey Badger Sven with her on the magic carpet, so he would also be with us. I just didn't mention it before because we were like going to bed and we were not in combat.
Is he on your cohorts page?
He
Yes,
was.
he is.
He
Okay.
is.
For everyone who was asleep and waking
Give
up, you
me
can apply the prone effect to yourself from the effects page
an
if you
8-sider
want.
and a 12-sider.
Me?
Yes. For fun, I'm switching it up. Uh, 1 and 4. Okay. As Kithri lays down, it comes over and nuzzles up next to her.
Oh, that's valid.
All right, Genesis.
Jen wants to.
The spines came from the south.
Okay. In that case, yeah, she is going to go ahead and
Tusk, you're on deck.
or actually, she will she'll use the gem of brightness, and then hold that and walk down towards oh, tokens are not locked.
Share gem brightness, and what do you has a couple different effects. So what
Uh,
are you doing with it?
she is using. She's using the first one to shed bright light in the 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30 feet. So that she can use it as like a flashlight to see what's going on. And then she is going to go 9, 20, 25 feet and peer into the brush and the surrounding areas and see if she can figure out what is going on.
Okay.
And I think just looking is her action.
All right. You do not see anything besides half a dozen or so thorns, spines. Look to be about 4 to 6 inches long. Tusk.
Tusk, having awakened from his battle, or from his bronze tusk going off, wakes up, gets up, sees Jen running past him, is like, see the threat?
Say that again?
See the threat?
Not yet.
And he'll kind of follow, going towards Ravenclaw, using half his speed to get up from prone, and we'll look to see if there's anything.
You have 40 feet of movement?
Yes,
Give me
barbarian.
animal handling
Oh,
check.
yeah.
Okay.
Just because there's
Do
not really anything else that fits.
throw it in the dice tower.
All right. So you see, Ravenclaw is jerking and snapping at these vines that are in him and comes towards you. When you run up to him, it sort of rears up. Um, it's was woken up rudely, took a bunch of damage, and it's not. It looks dangerous. So I will say as you start walking toward it, if you want to step away, not get next to it, you can. It's up to you.
Okay. As he comes up and kind of sees that, I'll kind of spend my action trying to kind of help calm Ravenclaw, seeing that they're stressed. At least trying to help to calm them
All right, so
in
give
any
me
way I
another
can.
animal handling.
Yep.
And you do notice things are a lot easier because Mini Me is gone.
Oh no!
You're no longer
No.
having to look through its eyes and stuff like that. All right, so I'm
I
sorry,
think I like
that one
only
didn't need to be in a tower. That was a 19. So you are able to uh, calm it down a little bit. You're familiar with working with aurochs and war
Mhm.
horses, dangerous creatures that are used as mounts. Um, so it's sort of settles down a little bit. It's still in pain and mewling a bit, uh, and looking around, trying to figure out what it was that hurt it, but it's not threatening to you, the three of you anymore. Very
Okay.
good. Um,
Yeah.
That will be my turn. I think I already passed.
all right, so speed is that. Okay. And let's see, that is there. All right, so again, if you should only be able to see what your character can see. So I'm trusting that you're going to be honest.
Mhm.
As some more spikes come flying.
No.
Oh no. I don't like
Curious
that.
to know what the sound. Cool. So I'm going to say, assuming he survives this fight, changing his name so that we'll hear the sound when stuff happens to him or when he attacks. Okay. All right, Gimbal. Give me perception check. All right, so with Tusk, Genesis, and John all standing there, the Griffin going nuts. You're still sleepy, looking around, trying to figure out what else is going on. You do not see anything else, but you are able to see to the south what's going on.
All right. Well, you not hit. Not being sure what's going on exactly, I will simply use my cantrip to blade ward myself for this turn.
Okay. Well, you can see the creatures just flying up from the south because they're within
Oh,
your dark vision.
I thought you just said that I didn't see anything. All right.
Well, you don't see anything else besides the creatures coming from the south.
Cool. All right. Well, I only see one, right?
Yes.
All right. I will stand up, such as it is, and target them and do my Eldritch Blast. Is targeted? It is. And it is 3 attacks. I will do all 3 on the same. Well, it's not like magic missile. I have to shoot each one anyway. All right, so we got miss, hit, and hit, right?
Correct. All right. So if you have Siren's Cape, you're hearing the sounds, or you hear like a roar of pain coming from the south. Yeah, all of you can hear that. Anything else? You gonna? I presume you stand
I will
up.
move a little. I did stand up. That's what I said first.
Okay.
I use just half my movement to stand up, right?
Yes.
And I'll move a few feet up on the beach,
Okay.
and that's it.
Let me.
Well, that certainly sounds scary. Don't know what it is, but it sounds scary.
Lion-headed version of the creature we already have.
All right. John, there's some spikes flying at you. And hit. What level, Ragu are you? John?
I am a level 7 rogue.
7. So you should have, Ashley, help me out. What's the one that halves the damage you hit?
Uncanny dodge.
Okay, dodge.
Yeah, uncanny
Okay.
dodge, yeah.
And
But I'm also prone still,
Thanks
so
everybody else but Ashley.
I'm
No,
I'm prone still, so I don't think I can use uncanny dodge, can I?
Sure
he can
can.
use uncanny. Oh, wait, evasion is at level 11, isn't it?
Right.
Evasion is not uncanny dodge. They're 2 different things.
Yes,
So I guess I'll use uncanny dodge and just try to. Let's see where. I also have evasion as well. Which one do you think would be better, uncanny dodge or evasion, Kithri?
I literally just thought that evasion, it was like some sort of spell, so. Never mind.
Evasion is
Evasion is.
automatic. You don't have to worry. Don't do anything with evasion.
Alright,
Yeah.
well, then I'm going to do uncanny.
Actually, you have to apply it. So you do have to. Okay, so you've got that applied. Now go apply evasion, because that should be on all the time. And it does this. Alright, so you see them hit Ravenclaw, and then you see a couple more come towards you, and you roll right as they hit, and it reduces a little bit of the ouchiness. Alright, Kithri.
Alright, well, I don't actually see what we're fighting yet. And also, I did specifically say that I dismissed Athena during the rest, so I am going to resummon her. And I believe that is my action.
Alright, where do you want her to be? I believe she's like within 30 feet of you, I think.
Yeah. Next, a little bit behind Genesis.
Okay.
Yep, that worked.
And go ahead and give me a 20 sider. Dex is +2, so it's 16. Cool. You have to stand up and take half your movement.
Oh, that's true. So I will stand up, and half would leave me with 15.
From
Assuming we round
35.
down.
You're a life rogue. I'll give you 20 more left.
'Kay.
Rules is written is probably round down, but I'll let you round up.
Woo. Thanks. That's awesome. I will take the prone effect off myself.
Sure, quick. You're fast. Tusk is half fast.
I thought I put the prone effect on myself, but it is gone.
It went away
As far as I
at
can
the
tell.
beginning of your turn.
Okay.
Let me see. It says effect prone incapacity
Right.
expired. I don't know why.
It's probably because I did it wrong, but
That's cool.
All right. Since I use uncanny dodge, am I standing up or did I just roll to the side? Basically,
Just roll to the side. Basically, it's your reaction.
I didn't know if I hopped up and just jumped out the way. All right. So I'm going to use. Well, I'm going to. Is Ravenclaw still gnashing around, or is he safe enough that I'm able to hop on him and fly him to a safer position?
He is in a lot of pain, and there are things sticking out of him, and he does not have his saddle on. So
All right.
you
Is there
probably
any way
think it
I
would
can
not be a
lead?
good
Is there
idea
any
to
way?
jump on him.
Is there any way I can lead him somewhere? Somewhere like in the middle, near the fire, away from the manticores.
Away from the what now?
Well,
He's
I can
probably
actually
going
see them.
to.
I can see them. I have dark vision.
He's probably going to move himself. You can try to
Yeah.
grab onto his halter and see if he will let you lead him, but it just hasn't been his turn yet. You keep forgetting this is not a horse.
Yes, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's not a horse. So I'm just going to go. I can actually see the thing because I have dark vision. According to what it says, I can actually see their pictures.
How much dark vision do you have? Do you
Up
have
to
more than 60?
yeah, I have 60 feet.
Okay, I can't see them.
They're 70 feet away. I can see
Are you
them
sure?
too,
You'll be
but
able to
they
see
are
them.
technically outside of our range.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say. Okay, I was gonna say because I thought it was automatically programmed that I wouldn't be able to see them without actually because I'm confirmed on my character. So that's what I was asking.
Yeah, I've been able to see them
Normally,
this time, but I just kind of pretended that I didn't because metagame.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what the range was. All right. Well, anyways, I'm just going to, I guess, use.
So you're standing up. Can you guys hear me?
yep.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you. Half of them, I was doing math in my head. Half of the movement is 15 because I have a 30 move base. So I'm going to move 5, 10, 15. Okay, no, cancel that move. Leeway point. Cancel move. So let's see, we're going to move 10, and then one more here.
Okay. And you still have a cunning action. If you target them, it'll tell you how far away they are. If that's what you're checking. So you either cut out or something. What are you doing?
I was saying, can I yell back to them what it is while I'm ready and firing the bow since I can now see both of them, or
Speaking is a
do
free
I?
action.
Is that
Yes, as long as you're not
huh?
talking, it's a free action. As long as you're not
Yeah.
giving a
So what I'm going to
speech.
do is, do I know what they are, or do I just have a brief vision of it?
Give me a history check.
All right. Let me in the tower or in regular
Yes, in the tower.
history.
Yeah, you know what they are.
All right, I know they're awesome. I'm going to yell back to everybody that they're manticores and to try to calm and get Ravenclaw, because that's what they're targeting mostly. Try to calm him and get him out of here so we can fight these things. That's what I'm going to yell back to Tusk and Jen, who are within earshot of me, basically. And talking is a free action, so I'm going to take a shot with my bow and try to draw its attention from Ravenclaw, basically. So that's that. Hit my bow. That's a hit. And fuck, I forgot to use my bonus action fast true striker thing. So
You
can
did
I?
hit anyway.
Yeah, I know, but I thought fast true strike gives me sneak attack damage as well.
Yeah. So,
So I'm going to use my fast true strike. So guess proc sneak attack. Sven, help me out here. I'm having a brain fart.
So if you do true strike first, then yes, it does give you sneak attack. If you do true strike now, it'll work for next round.
Am I able to do? Okay, fair enough. All right. I guess I'll just take the shot then, since I already rolled a thing. I'll take it, hit it. 14, and that's going to end my turn. I don't think I have a Do I have a bonus action?
do you have any abilities that use bonus
Your
action?
cunning action is a bonus action.
But I did not do it this round. I used it as a reaction ability last round. Does that count?
Uncanny dodge is not your cunning action.
Okay.
Uncanny dodge is a reaction, not a
Okay.
bonus action.
I guess I'll use my bonus action and dash, and
All right, go ahead.
so how much more close did I get? 30 feet.
You can go up to 30 feet. Yes.
So I'm going to move here, right there.
All right. And you see a larger one come flying towards you.
Oh, fuck.
And this big flurry of sand and all around you.
We can do that.
Nice. Okay. 35. It's actually going to go 10 more feet. And control. That's you are not. All right. Okay. So it lets out this huge roar.
Oh. Oof. Oof. I mean, hey, that's one way to get Ravenclaw away from this.
All right. Athena.
Right as Kit 3 steps away.
All right, so we'll just go move on once he gets back. It sort of looks up. It's going to wander over toward you a little bit. Doesn't really know what's going on.
Yeah,
And
he has not been given
Ravenclaw.
action.
It is going to move away. His speed is 80 flying. Wow. So it's going to run and jump up. Go ahead and roll.
Yep.
All right, and where are you? Let's see. Is it anywhere in your actions already?
Sorry, say that again?
Yes, it is. It's right here. All right, do you know how to adjust? I presume you do. Let's see. So what did you roll? 6?
I don't know. I threw it in the tower.
So if you look in... Oh, you don't need to. So what you'll do is, if you look at Gallant Hero, it has an effect now. You'll roll
I
the
see
die and then just change the number to whatever it is. And then apply it. I need to fix this so that says expend. On next roll.
Okay, so it lasts one turn still, right?
It'll last until your next roll, which is your initiative. You just need to do it after you take your turn. If you do it before your turn on the same round, then it will go away. So do it
Okay.
after your turn before we roll initiative for the next round. Alright, so Ravenclaw starts flying away. Let me put him at, he's still pretty low. He's about 15 feet up. There it is. I forgot to put the height for these guys. He's on the ground. These two are skimming the waves about 10 feet up. All right. There you go. With a 29 initiative.
That'll do it.
Genesis is first.
First off, I wanna see what Jen knows about manticores because John yelled back that that's what they were. So
They
what?
are nature. So it's a nature check.
Okay. You want that in the tower or in
Yes.
chat? In the tower.
All right, you can know 3 things about them.
What type of creature are they? Like, are they monstrosities? Are they beasts? Are they probably not humanoids, but you know.
2 more things.
Okay. Do they have any weaknesses?
They really like caramel apples.
Oh no, if only our supply of caramel apples hadn't rotten in the past week. We left them on the sinking port.
And do they have any resistances or immunities? I guess that might be 2 questions. I typically lump them, but. Ah, okay. Well, that kind of puts my turn out of whack. Um, yeah, Jen is going to go ahead and, Ravenclaw already ran away. She is going to go ahead and cast Guiding Bolt, but instead of making an attack roll, I'm going to use my Clockwork Amulet to roll a 10, and then add my attack modifier.
All right, so click the options
Oh.
button on the top.
Options. Okay.
And the second one down is dice manual entry. Turn it on.
Okay.
And then roll your attack for. Click it just like you would normally do for your guiding bolt. And then a window will
Okay.
pop up.
Type in a 10.
You type in 10 and hit the little check mark. There you go. And then go if options. If you close the options, turn it back on. Open it up, turn it back off.
I gotcha. And it does.
Because
that.
those of you at home coming up with devious plans, it says right there manual roll. So everybody knows you did it manually.
Yeah.
All right, so there's a hit. A couple ones in there.
Yeah. Kind of sad. Oh
But it
my
is now
god.
sparkly. It's a sparkly
It's all
kitty.
sparkly. You guys can all see him. And then she kind of, yeah, fuck it. She'll rest her hand on Tusk's shoulder and just like, go get him, big guy. I believe in you, and use bardic inspiration on him.
Okay.
Oh,
I know, crazy. She's like, I don't know, man.
I honestly can't remember the last time we used Bardic Inspiration.
No. I used it last session as well.
Oh yeah,
However,
true.
I do have an ability that makes me able to use bardic inspiration to like insult people, and I do that like 99% of the time.
Right. That's what you.
Definitely.
I always forgot about it.
Anyway, there's that. There's bardic inspiration. And she's going to move 5 15 feet. And that is her turn.
All right. John is standing there. He's going to clear targets. All right. He's going to bite at John. First one is a miss. Claw. Wow, John is ducking and weaving and bobbing. As these
Bob and weave,
claws,
boys. Bob and weave.
these claws that are, these paws that are about a foot and a half across, with claws sticking out, look like daggers, goes flying past you as you duck down below them. This thing is growling. Gimbal.
John got his jukes on today.
Much larger version of probably adjust my sights to that.
We're having a hard
Mm.
time hearing you.
You
Yeah,
are
might
breaking
try
out.
that again.
That sounded like just mumbles.
The phone is too far away. Sorry. I am since the larger and crazier version has come to attack one of our party members, I will adjust my sights to that one.
Okay.
Wait a second. And I will. Can I do that? I can't. As a bonus action, I will cast Hex on that big one.
Okay.
This goes on me.
I'll hex you for that one.
I will pick Dex for its just
I'll hex
thing.
you
All
for
this
that
doesn't
one.
matter. And then I will use my Eldritch Blast cantrip. Get rid of my first level spell one and
All right. So what you have to
Eldritch
do
Blast.
is you have to I'm pulling it up for you. The hex. All right. So the
It's just if I hit it, I do extra damage.
it should
The rest
be
of it stuff is not an issue.
this one. Shift.
I'll hex you for that one.
Where'd you go? There you are. There it is.
That was,
All right.
I
So
already had that.
no, if you
Now I've
notice,
got two of them.
now it says target. Manticore, attractively sickly. There you go. All right. Good. Go for it. So you don't have to do anything, even if you attack one of the other ones, it'll not count. It'll only count him.
Right. So what did you do?
So
That was different because
you
I have the one set up for the coding.
right, but what it says if T custom. So what you have to do in order to tell it which one is the target, that's what the T stands for, is you hold down shift, then click and drag it to the target. So you don't even have to do it. It's not to yourself. You do it to the target.
It says self on it. Okay, well,
And
That's
now, if you
coding.
look at on the combat
if the
tracker, it
coding
actually
doesn't
says
explain that,
Manticore.
that's bad coding. I'm gonna have to yell at Rob. All right, so doesn't do any good to do coding and then not explain the coding.
I just did.
I know you did, but that doesn't do any good for players. And it's not written in any of the stuff that's there. So, all right. So anyway, now I will use my Eldritch Blast. And is it? I'm sorry, I need to read this one. Until the spell ends, up to an hour. Good. Anyway, now I will smack with the Eldritch Blast 3 times. I see triple hit, looks like.
Yeah, looks like.
The first one was with advantage because of the disadvantage was cast on him, I think. The rest were normal, right? 1, 2, yes, okay. 1, 2, 3.
Mm.
All right. And that is as much as I can do here. And I am going to stay approximately where I'm at. This is a good spot for me. Not too close. Tusk is in front of me. Ideal.
All right, Sven. So how do I get unfrightened?
Well, you first run away.
Well, yeah, definitely, but I can only run 30 feet, so I don't think I'll get very far from this
Well,
thing.
no, frightened makes you run away.
So the first thing you do
No,
is
that's
you disengage. So it does not get opportunity attacks against you. And then you move your action up to 30 feet away from it.
All right, let me do disengage first, dodge, hide, ready.
You just say you're disengaging and then move.
All right, I'm disengaging and
Gotcha. That. Okay, and then at the end of your turn, you'll be able to do another thing. Let me check something.
all right.
Hold on. Is it here? It is here. Okay. So as long okay, so first of all, let me put you back where you were.
Okay.
There are specific creatures that do different things. This one
Okay.
just gives you the frightened condition.
Mm.
So the frightened condition is you cannot willingly move closer to it,
Okay.
and you have disadvantage to your attack rolls and ability checks as long as you can see it. So you do not have to run. You can still fight it if you want. You just cannot willingly move closer to it. In this case, you're right next to it anyway, so it doesn't matter. But that is frightened is not as incapacitating as some other things. And the other answer to your question is, in this particular case, at the end of your turn, you will get a save.
All right, so I guess I'll just put my bow on my back and just take my rapier in my primary hand and just take that off
So you would have
and
to drop your bow and
yeah.
in order to attack still with your rapier.
Assuming I can just put my bow over my shoulder, like most people carry their bow with the little arrow thing across their chest and like the bow hanging off of their back, like you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
get what I'm saying?
So you can do one or the other. If you put your bow away, then you cannot draw out your dagger, your rapier as well. Unless you're using your action to do it, because you then still need to attack. But you can drop the bow, pull out the rapier, and attack.
Can I pick the bow back up afterwards or no? Or is the bow gone for me for good, basically?
On a different turn, yes.
Okay. I guess I'm just going to use my bow and shoot an arrow at it. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? I'm literally right next to it. You know?
Okay.
Turns out it reflects all projectiles.
Alright, so let me hit disadvantage here at the bottom right left hand side, and then I hit my attack roll, right?
Okay.
It's still a hit.
Right.
Alright, so it's still a hit. Now I'm going to target it, do that, and we're going to pretty much roll damage. Alright, 3 damage, and I guess I'm just, since I didn't use my movement, I guess I'm just going to move like 20 feet, I guess. Right up to.
Okay, so you're using your bonus action to disengage. Go ahead and move.
Yeah, bonus action feet and move up to Genesis.
Okay. Hey, Rob, we are fighting manticores. One is a really big one, a couple normal size ones. And the rogue is getting spiked.
Oh no.
I presume you want to apply your uncanny dodge for this?
Yes, that's what I was
Actually, I would like to use cutting words as my reaction
What is the
to
range?
60 feet.
Okay.
When creature that you can see within 60.
Can I also
Do you
use
have any
uncanny dodge
inspiration
as
left?
well?
Yes, I
Okay.
had 2, and now I have 1.
Can I also use uncanny dodge as well?
Yes.
Right.
Which takes takes it down to a 20, which still probably hits him, but it won't be a crit.
Yeah. I also use uncanny dodge as well. I don't know if it procs, so.
It's a little proc.
Okay, cool.
There you go.
There you go.
11! Yay! I'm not dead.
That got reduced to 5. Nice.
But it did still apply that as a critical. It rolled 2
Alright,
dice.
so damage
instead
has
of-
been adjusted.
Awesome.
And he's still not doing anything. Tusk.
Alrighty. Tusk is going to run towards the big guy.
Yeah!
Do 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 do.
You get it. Go get him, Tusk.
Remind me again what your bardic inspiration can be used on.
Ability checks, attack rolls, and saving throws, not damage.
Okay. Thank you.
It
Yes.
says it in the combat tracker too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I totally didn't.
Oh, it did get
consider
applied.
that.
Yes. Would have helped if I just looked and read it. Well, yeah. Tusk still exhausted, but he doesn't change his fighting style because that's who he is. He's going to recklessly, Great Weapon Master, attack this thing. And I will use. Or Sven, do I have to call Bardic Inspiration before I roll or after I roll?
No, you're allowed to do it after.
Okay.
We do use fantasy grounds, so you already know if it hits or not, but on a normal table, you wouldn't know if it hits.
Okay. Yep, that first one hits. So I will apply damage. And for the
Okay.
second hit, oh, that's still hit.
We
Okay.
will learn its AC.
It's yeah. Nice. I don't think I have really anything else I can do. Yeah, no. I rush forward and I slash it kind of twice. Across its like two front legs, trying to kind of get its back up, dealing kind of massive damage as the thunder kind of opens the wound even wider than it normally would be. And I stand there and look intimidating, but I am more level-headed than usual, but also exhausted. Yeah.
All right, very nice. K3. We cannot hear you.
Oh, is she back yet?
Oh, she might not be back yet.
Oh, she's back. She's typing.
Wait. I thought I okay. So I thought I had muted my mic, which I did. So I pushed the button, but I guess it didn't register or what because I look at my mic and it's still red. It's off. Anyway.
While you're talking, Tusk, go ahead and give me a 1d8 plus 5.
I was just
You
about
received a
Boost to healing.
yes. Nice. Do you have that? I thought I had made you guys.
Oh, do I have I have healing potion, but not boost of healing? I will just code that real quick for
I
future
just
reference.
coded it in my hotbar. It's great. It already does healing and stuff.
All right, so K3, go ahead. You're moving up.
So
Powerful
I
minor.
just noticed that Athena has the same initiative as me. Would I be allowed to have her go first to give me advantage on the Manticore or no?
Sure.
Dang.
Yeah.
And she will.
Poggers.
Yeah. Fly there. Fly back because holy moly, these things are big and strong
Holy
and
moly,
can
spooky.
fly.
And how high is she?
Oh, I would
There we go.
say only like 10 feet, maybe. Not super. At the
Okay.
Did you apply it?
Yes, I just applied it.
Okay. K3, did you apply your advantage?
I might just click it because the applying it and is weird. Okay. Wait a second. I'm sorry. I don't know why I might be crashing. Let's try again. Anyway. So I will have. Wow, guys.
Nice. Nice great.
You know what's really great? Fuck 'em up!
Oh,
Fuck 'em
all
up!
over.
Yeah!
All the dice.
Oh,
Jesus.
nice.
Jesus.
I think you might have had sneak attack on you twice.
I
'Cause
thought I
that's
turned
one
all the ones
D6.
in the combat tracker off. Why is this happening?
Yeah.
I did.
There are 2 sneak attacks.
There's
on-
3. I'm getting rid of. Oh, there's 4. I'm getting rid of
Well,
all
it looks
of
like
them.
2 got applied to your 1 because you got an extra 10d6 because of the crit.
Okay, how would you like me to do this, Fen? Would you like me to re-roll entirely, or do you just want to half it and go on, or what?
No, I'll take care of it. I'll take care of the damage this time.
Okay,
Just
sorry.
remove it like you did. You're okay.
To say Jesus, 92 damage.
It would have been really funny though if like really bad, but kind of really funny if she did actually have 4 that went and we just get blasted. Like
Insta kill.
instant death.
Fatality.
He throws a tiny rock at its head and then just explodes into a bloody geyser.
Pretty much, yeah.
All
I mean,
anime
hey.
style.
All right, so if you do not have it, please open up your actions page. Click on the spell icon underneath the characters on the right. Click, and I'm doing it in chat if you don't understand what I'm saying. Open up your character, type the word chat. Okay, now it's making me a liar. I'm looking right at it.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Um,
Dual screen this real quick.
where's my stream eyes? There it is. All right, maybe boost. Okay, I'm looking right at it. What's going on?
Is it like not shared or something?
It's uncategorized. All. Let me try. All right, if you guys type the word chat in the search engine under spells, are any of you getting it to pop up? All right, let me try this.
I'm not.
All right, so let me see if this works.
I have Force Cage. Oh, there it is. Chat boost of healing.
Ah, see.
Popped
So
up after you shared it with me.
It is not identified though. Or I guess there's no description, it's just
you can then drop it into on your actions page, and it'll then be. You can then pick where you want it to be under items or anywhere you want, miscellaneous, and you will then have it.
Oh, okay.
So for future reference, you can also do what Mantha did and take and drop that plus red cross and drop it down into one of your hotkeys down below, and it'll be there.
That's what
And you just click.
Yes, well, I added. Okay, there you go. I was going to say. It added it under spells and cantrips for me. For the chat
that's
boost
'cause
healing.
that's where you dropped it.
Guys, the sneak attack, it came back. Why is this happening?
Ooh.
Right.
It's a
That's the
fucking
fifth
ghost.
one I've deleted. Fine. Please just let me do it myself. I only trust myself. Athena's already gone, so go ahead and skip.
That's
Sneak
so
attack of days past.
Did you fix the damage then?
Yes.
Oh, it's still at critical then. Neat. She did do 46 points of damage though,
Mm-hmm.
so understandable.
Alright, so you were attacking the big one. So this guy is attacking you.
I've only got one reaction. Sorry, Tusk.
It's alright, better me than much you fellas.
Then the
Though
bard.
I am.
Or not
Yeah.
the bard, then the rogue. Yeah, I'm in damage.
Ooh.
Alright. Oh, I forgot to have you save. Let me see. Wisdom, where is John? There it is. You failed, okay.
Rip.
Failed.
And
Sad.
let's have last turn. He did save. Okay, so he's just going to, as he sees these other two, it's going to land and move. Move back over
Hopefully,
here.
it moves away from danger and not near it. I thought griffins were supposed to be smart.
Kittery's turn first, huh?
Tier 3, do 96
Get
damage
out.
to this manticore, and I will buy you a drink when we get back to the city.
I don't think she can do 96.
I know, I'm being sarcastic.
Well, I mean, let me do the math.
18 is 20.
If maybe for all sixes. I don't have advantage this time, unfortunately, because Athena goes after me. It was so have to check the combat tracker and make sure there's no sneak attack. Oh, I can turn this on. I keep forgetting that I have that. It's so cool. I have this thing called point blank shot. I forgot exactly where I get it from. But I get +1 damage with ranged attacks within 30 feet.
Nice.
Oh, guys, I figured it out. It's my fault. Me hitting the effect adds it to me. It's not a one-turn thing, it stays.
Oh.
The on turn
yeah.
does, yes.
Yes, but I would like it to vanish after I use it once.
So the way it should work is if you have on turn on when you hit and it qualifies, you will then see it add the special effect damage, which will then go away when you're done.
Okay,
The sneak
but
attack on turn damage 5d6 stays forever and never moves. If it's not working
okay.
right, then you have to add the actual damage itself.
Yeah, no, there's just been a lot of times where it's like, oh, it shouldn't activate, and I don't worry about it, and it turns on anyway. So I will just turn it off every time I don't have sneak attack, because it's been well proven that it does not work when the conditions are not met.
You're finished?
Yes, sir.
All right. Schnack.
Oh.
Bullet comes flying out, slams into it. All right, so you're still frightened?
All right, well, I'm still frightened, so I'm going to cast Fast True Strike, which gives me advantage on.
Okay.
It'll negate the frightened effect if I do the Fast True Strike, correct? Because it gives me advantage and then it takes away the disadvantage, correct?
Yes.
All right, so how do I roll that? Do I just roll standard?
You add the true strike effect to yourself like normal.
I
And
did.
do your attack like normal.
Let me
You do
make
not
sure I
add the
have it.
true effect on yourself.
All right, give me a second.
Because frightened is already on you, so it'll already apply. Theoretically.
There you go.
There you go. Now time to roll. Rolling. All right, let's do this.
That's it. Add your sneak attack.
All right, add the sneak attack damage. Give me a second. Sneak attack. We'll do sneak attack plus. Damage. $25 damage. It is not critical. And I'm just going to, I guess, stay here and just yell at myself for, yeah.
All right, I will apply the saving throw, and we're going to take a 10-minute break because I forgot about it. Nobody
Yes.
too involved, too excited.
To be back on land.
Yay, this time you save, so you are no longer frightened.
Yay!
Woo!
Woot.
Woohoo!
All right, so we will be back in 10 minutes, guys.
Woot.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to cast this spell again. Alright. Some will say this is too OP, but I'm simply putting you to sleep until you're hit with a weapon or a spell. Who can tell? That's right, I'm casting sleep. Alright, we are back, and I noticed that there's a song in my heart that was redeemed. Let's
I
see.
wonder who
There we
could
go.
have redeemed that.
Everybody's there. All right. So, thanks to Joker's Chosen in the chat, I've actually been practicing. Every other Saturday, I play a bard on one of the streams, and I sing all of my inspiration and my spells. If you care, you can go to. I'm trying to think who airs it. I think Robin is the one who she's the DM. But it might be Drake Takes that actually puts on back on YouTube. But anyway, so I was working on my sleep spell before we started, and so that is the earworm I have going on now, and it goes, "Hello, darkness, my old friend. I'm going to cast this spell again. Some will say that this is too OP, but I am simply putting you to sleep until you're hit with a weapon or a spell. Who can tell? That's right, I'm casting sleep." So
Next
that's
time I
what's been
play
going through
D
my
and
head.
next time I play D&D, I'm creating a metalcore bard that just plays nothing but metal on an electric guitar in D&D just for you, Sven. Just out of your honor.
I wish we had the full soundtrack. Yeah.
We do.
So that's the song in my heart. All right, so
Nice.
getting back to the action, John just went.
No, Kithra just went.
Yeah, he just made his saves, but that
Yeah.
was retroactive saves.
Yeah.
All right, so the critter just took it. Let's see. It says we have chat. Yes, John just hit and attacked with his short bow, and you can look in the chat.
Oh, I did? Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
you
yeah.
did.
Okay, yeah. My brain. Sorry.
And so now the critter goes, and it is also attacking the one attacking his mate or boss.
Technically, they're manticores. Does that mean they have wolf pack tendencies? Like, for lions, they have a pack tendency. You get what I'm saying?
These do not have pack tactics, if that's what you're asking, though.
Yeah, I was just curious if it has pack tactics or not, because, like, you're attacking his boss and underlings are attacking it. The person attacking it, that would make sense if it had pack tactics, but...
Well, pack tactics also, like, I believe it's if they're adjacent to a friend.
Ah, okay.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh well.
Still haven't my turn.
Tusk is looking a little run down there.
He's fine. He's fine.
Alright, and it's going to move, fly a little bit further. They cannot just hover.
There you go, Tusk. Have a boost of healing I redeemed for you. Hopefully that'll help you.
Oh, I was about to do the same thing.
Oh, thank you. I'll do that when it gets to my turn.
Alright, Genesis.
Well, Jen, is going to tell Honey Badger Sven. Wait, is the manticore that's near Tusk actually on the ground?
Correct. That's why it does not have any altitude marks.
Wanted
Like
to
the
make
other
sure I
two?
saw that, and then I'm like, I should make sure. Jen is going to tell Honey Badger Sven, help us attack this manticore. And then she's going to run up. 30 feet. And as she does that, she pulls out Wolverine's Bite. And she is going to try attacking the manticore.
Can I give Jen my inspiration to reroll that?
Yes, you can.
I mean,
Okay,
if you
Jen,
want
reroll
to,
that.
I will take your inspiration and roll that again. There we go. And let's roll that one more time to see if it does crit damage. Damage. Oh, she's going to yell out because John and Tusk are near her. Manticores are monstrosities. They're not weak to anything, but they're also not resistant to anything. That's what I learned and then forgot to share.
All right. This one is coming around. And a barrage of spikes. Okay, and that happens, and attack spikes come flying towards you. And a third set. As this thing comes flying around, still up in the air, it's banking around. Its tail comes whipping out from under it, and as it's moving, flicking several different like porcupine spines at you. Tusk,
Right.
you have better. You get a boost of healing, so go ahead and give me a 1d8 plus 5. You can click.
Ta-da.
Ta-da. Nice. 11 points.
Alrighty. Tusk is gonna keep doing what he does and recklessly attack this thing in front of him. A great weapon master.
We'll see if it survives to its turn.
We shall see. That was a hit.
I hope
Nice.
it doesn't.
Oh,
All right, and with that, it drops,
Woo!
yeah.
shaking its head and stumbling back a little bit, and then with a thump, sand flies up as
How close is
it
that?
dies.
30 feet? Oh, and you're, I think. Yeah, range there. And as it falls, down. I see the other one flying in the sky that's been shooting at Jen, and for my other attack, I'll whip up my great axe over my head and chuck it at
Okay.
the Manticore.
Love that for you.
Yeah. Make sure this is just the throne. Shouldn't be. Yep. I will use my bardic inspiration
Yeah.
to add to that. It's a D8. It looks like. Darn. I don't think an 11 hits.
I'm going to give Nick or Tusk my inspiration because John gave me his, so I still have one. Go ahead and roll that attack again.
Okay. See if. There we go. It makes.
Nice.
Yep. And then at the end of my turn, it flies back to me and I catch it.
All right.
Then pass the turn. Oh, there we go.
Athena.
I think. Oh. I think she will help me with this. So she will fly. Kind of try to distract it for a moment. Fly back over here.
All right.
And that will be her turn.
Gimbal.
Looking toward the manticore that's on the beach, towards the sea, I will cast a fast true strike as bonus action,
Okay.
and then I will do chromatic orb. Let's see, it's manticore.
All right. What flavor is it going to be?
Acid,
All right.
and let's do attack. Cha. Oh, it hit. Good. I think I was going to make that one.
That was very close.
Ooh, nice. And that will
What do we see?
complete my turn. I begin to speak and also move my hands at the same time. Thin sphere of green energy flies off and or black, excuse me. Kind of a thin ray of black energy shoots out and begins to sizzle all over the thing's body as it hits.
Mm,
Very nice. All right. So this thing is going to move over.
and then all of the manticore are not reachable for him, so he just kind of looks at Jen like, what do you expect me to do here?
Nibble on the dead one.
Yeah, he goes ahead and attacks the dead one already. Like, look at me, look at how helpful I'm being.
He only had a few hours to live, anyways.
All right. Kiss me.
Till dawn.
Hold on, do us part.
All right. Well, I am clicked on it.
I'm going to go ahead and turn off sneak attack. I'm going to have to reach out and figure out why it's not working.
Okay. I will need sneak attack on this because Athena helped me with this one. If that's all right.
You just don't do the on turn. It's not doing anything, so
I
you gotta
do
hit
get
first.
sneak attack.
Oh yeah, crazy. That small detail.
Nice. 15. Now just add the damage. Just not the on turn one, the other one.
There's another.
Yes.
Okay. Wait.
It's one
I've
you've been
just
adding
gotta.
because the on turn
It's-
hasn't been working.
No, so the one I've been
I
adding
thought that
is
one
the on
was
turn
what
one.
she added.
There's two. I put the wrong one in my quick slot. Oh my.
Oh. Oh, I think he's talking about the sneak attack 5d6
Yes.
effect,
on
not the
turn.
on turn.
Doesn't do anything.
Oh.
Uh,
Okay. There's two. Both of them are on turn. One of them is 5d6, one of them is not. So I looked at them both. I'm like, huh. Well, this is the one that I normally do. And so I clicked the other, and that was the wrong. So I will go ahead and roll 5d6.
It shouldn't say. Let me go ahead and do it.
It
I'm
Yeah,
talking out loud.
it does
This one
say.
should
I just
say. Yeah, it does. This one is this. It should look like that, but with your damage, it shouldn't say on turn.
Okay, well both of them say on turn. So
I'll
Oof.
we'll get it fixed. Anyway,
Okay.
like I said, I had to, I'll figure it out, and then you will never have to worry about it again.
wow.
16
Until
damage
Fancy Grounds
to
updates, and
number
then it goes right.
disturbing footwork. Okay.
Can give sneak attack to someone else.
All
Wait,
right.
why?
Next. Anything else?
No, I think that'll be her.
All right. So once again, your bullet goes flying out, slams into this thing.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to find the combat track.
And it is going to spike you back.
Don't
It's
do
got a
that. That's
prickly
rude.
personality.
Prefer if you did not. At least for the first one, anyway. She'll go ahead and uncanny dodge that one.
All right, sorry.
Or not.
I'll fix it in just a second.
Oh, there's three! I haven't been paying close enough attention.
So you can fly back. There you go.
3
What do you mean?
attacks.
Oh. I'm like, what do you mean there's 3 manticores? I see 2.
There were 3.
There were
Yes, we
3.
killed one.
Yeah.
But she said 3 just now, and I'm like, wait, what?
Come on.
I said there are 3. I meant the attacks. Not
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured that one out. Had a little heart attack first, though.
All right, and the other one doing something very similar.
Run
Going to
away.
move a little bit. And then spew some more spikes.
Right. My cat squished herself through the window. She was not supposed to be able to fit in. She's too chunky. I don't know how she's squished.
You'd be surprised.
Did she
Cats are
push
very
the window
squishable.
open a little bit?
Maybe.
All right, Gimbal, back to you. As you see them both starting to fly away.
Nobody's nearby me.
Not near enough.
Don't forget you still have Hex active,
I will move here.
20 feet. Okay.
And I will yell out while still looking at the manticore in the distance. So yell out to Kethri, should we let him go?
And she shrugged. I don't see why not. Genesis. She's just used to Genesis being like, no, don't kill them. No.
They're monstrosities. She doesn't care.
Okay.
Then again, if I'm remembering correctly, I think so are griffins. So
Yeah, but
I
Ravenclaw's
will,
a nice monstrosity. There's a difference.
I will then, I don't have, of all the million things that I have coded, I do not have a, paired or like a ready to action thing on my miscellaneous section. It surprises me. Anyway, I will let them go for now, but I am ready to attack again should they reverse course.
With Eldritch Blast.
Sure.
Okay. Genesis.
can't tell. I think that guy's. No, he's 50 feet away, so she can still see him. Jen's just going to go ahead and use vicious mockery on him. Just in case. And she says, "Now then, go crawl back to whatever sorry hole you writhed out of." And let's see if he doesn't have to understand me. That's a nat 1 on the save. And then, I guess bonus action, tell Honey Badger Sven not to follow the manticores into the water.
Okay. All right, John.
John just sees him running away, and he's just going to go walk over to Ravenclaw to check to see if he's okay, given the fact that if Jen, since he's next to Kithri and Gimbal, and hears him too, just calls to saying we should do it. And Kithri's like, yeah, I guess just let him go. John is just going to motion back and start walking over towards Ravenclaw to make sure he's okay and not any immediate damage. So,
All right, so go ahead and walk over there. Tusk or Athena. Is Athena gonna do anything?
No.
Okay, Tusk.
I think at the moment Tusk will just hold his action to chuck his axe at one of them if they come back towards him.
Also, Nick, go ahead and roll a 1d8 plus 5.
Oh, again?
Yeah, you got really hurt.
Yay.
Like, it's one thing when you're raging, but it's another thing when you're not, and
Yeah.
all of them have advantage to attack you.
True. I think I still have about as much health as everyone else. But
All right, so if you guys are letting them go,
You know, get through.
then they will continue to fly away.
Let him go. Let him go. Don't
So-
chase
oh.
him down anymore.
Anymore.
Yeah.
The manticores never bothered me anyway.
They for sure bothered me.
All right, and with that, the night once more turns silent. As
Okay,
you now
guys,
have
that
this
was
large beast or monstrosity laying on the beach there, bleeding quietly.
Is it not dead?
It appears to be dead,
Just
yes.
the way you described it made it sound like it's not quite dead.
zombie manticore.
I just,
No. Hey,
Should I
more
go-
jerk beef.
were like,
I was gonna say, should I go over and stab it?
I shall build up a fire so we can cook some manticore meat.
The
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Maybe-
Manticore. I
maybe a
definitely,
little.
I definitely agree. Manticore meat would be nice. A change of paste and rations, and also we can feed some, cut some off, and feed some to Ravenclaw because I'm sure he's probably hungry after the whole ordeal.
Well, before we start cutting into this thing, does anybody know if there's any parts of manticores that have special properties or can be used to make
Excuse me.
things? uh,
I have
Jen's trying to figure that out, and she wants
My-
everybody else to also do that.
I would think the claws would be worth something because, like, aren't they ornamental decorations in some parts of the world? Like, do I know that, or do I know if they're like ornamental decoration in some parts of the universe that we're in, or how should I go about role playing that? I'm just confused. Like, Sven, help me out here.
There are a
Because,
lot.
like,
You gotta let me respond, dude. There are a lot of claws, a lot of creatures in the world that have claws, and any number of them can be used as necklaces, weapons, depending on the size, things like that. So you can use the claws if you can harvest them without breaking them. Yes.
if there's nothing immediately inherently valuable about them, then I'm just gonna say to Jen, no, I don't think anything off the top of my head that's
Okay,
on a
you're
manticore.
You're saying that, but you haven't rolled anything.
Sven didn't ask me to roll anything.
You
Well, I'm the
specifically
one that-
asked about the claws,
You
not
asked about the
about
claws, not
any
Yeah.
anything
special
else.
properties of literally anything
Yeah,
else, like maybe
I mean-
the tail spikes or the
Wait.
teeth or
And he
anything.
is not. Genesis is your nature person. He's not your nature person.
Yeah.
You asking him?
Exactly. Why are you asking me?
If reads the article, she can try and
I mean-
see if she remembers anything. Maybe she's
I
seen
don't
a
know.
weapon
Nature
that's made out
person,
of
but,
something
like-
from manticore.
Arcana or
I mean,
maybe not so much.
He does not.
I mean,
He is not a wizard.
Yeah.
yeah.
That would be Gimp.
would
If
Tusker
any-
possibly remember something from, like, say, his tribe days or something of people possibly having harvested and used items off of a creature such as this? Probably not. That's a long straw. But this is the only way I
Tail spikes
participate.
can be used as writing quills. The
Huh.
wings can be used for, if you have a good seamstress, they can be used to make wine or water skins. And the claws can be used for decorational weapons. The hair and fur can be used to make leather. So, clothes, boots, belts.
I mean, this is an alpha manticore, so it wouldn't hurt anything to try to harvest it in a sustainable way as to like not let anything go to waste, and we can try to just sell some stuff back in the city.
Okay. Let me know what you want me to harvest, and I'll try and harvest.
Yeah.
Jen will also work at that because it takes two. It probably takes like 4, but we've got 2 that are really good at survival. So
Yeah. John will just leave that to Jen and Tusk and go attend to the fire, trying to keep it going so it doesn't go out, and take care of Ravenclaw's wounds. See if I can treat its wounds or anything.
All right, so roll. Both of you roll survival in the normal chat. You'll see.
Survival.
You'll be able to know how well you do.
oh,
Doo-doo.
come on. You know what? No,
You can have my inspiration.
Oh, okay. I was gonna use Lucky, but I am okay with that. Here we go.
Tusk, you can have my. Wait, do I have inspiration? Was I on time enough, or was I late?
Yes, you would have inspiration.
Okay,
and you
Tusk can
not
have
used
my
yours tonight.
inspiration. We're all
Yeah.
sharing.
And I just rolled a
Sharing
3.
is caring.
I got one better.
Hey, that's better.
That's
Nice.
yeah, it's still better.
All right, so you're able to you string it up over between a couple trees. You are able to get several days worth of rations for one person. You're able to harvest some of the quills. Depends on, did you want to try to do some of the, now it's more difficult to work with the hide because that typically you need a rack and let it dry for a couple days before it, depending on the heat, before you can work the leather and stuff like that. You don't have that,
Yeah.
but you can
Yeah.
sort of roll it up and then hope it lasts long enough, and you can work it, treat it later. Really depends on what you guys wanted to do with it. But the meat
I'm
is
thinking
easy to get, and the quills and claws.
maybe get part of the wing.
Well, I mean, I've got space on the carpet with me. Now that John has his griffin, so we could at least try to transport it, and if that doesn't work out, just kind of push it off the edge.
Into
Well, I
the
mean,
lava.
if we were to, if we take the hide, we'll be able to, still fold it a little bit, so it won't take a terrible amount of space.
Oh yeah, she's not worried about the space. She's worried about it going bad and then having to deal with it.
I mean, yeah, you'll just toss it then.
Yeah. So
So yeah, well,
we can try transporting it, and then if it goes bad before we arrive somewhere, it can be passed off or sold or used
or
uh,
actually worked on for proper
or
leather
actually
work.
worked on by like an actual person. Yeah.
I unfortunately still have 26 hours left on a book before I learn leatherworking.
Wow.
Well, sucks. Um.
All right.
Yeah, so
So that's going to
we'll attempt.
extend your stay. Gimbal and Kithri, what are you going to be doing while they're doing that?
She's
Wee
gonna go
hours of the
back
night.
to resting. Screw this. She needs her sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, so anyway, guys, that was my 98. Next up is the 97. God.
All right. So Ravenclaw is very hurt, but settles down, and you're able to feed it some of the manticore meat. Where
Also, Sven, for some odd reason, when I click on the griffin in my cohorts page, it pops up a blank sheet like it's not coded. Do we know how to fix that, or so I can't like see any of its movements, its abilities, nothing? Like how?
All right. While I'm fixing that, anybody else doing anything else?
While they're like skinning and working on the manticore, Tusk just kind of like looks over to Jen's like, Mini-Me's gone.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Mini-Me is gone.
Oh no! What happened?
You know, I'm not entirely sure. I think he might have just got hit by a stray tail spike thing when the fight started, because he was gone when I woke up.
Oh, I'm
Which means
sorry,
he's probably dead.
Tusk.
He doesn't even, not even
Yeah.
sure how he got it in the first place.
Yeah, we're like, we don't know how to get him back. I'm sorry, my dude.
Oh well, he was a fun little guy while he lasted. Headaches, though, but still fun. Just now feels like there's like an empty spot on my under my shoulder pauldron where he was usually rested.
Aw, that's
I'm
so
actually surprised he
sad.
didn't die sooner when, got hit by some area effect stuff. I'm glad I gave him some shelter there. So, but still, oh well.
That's very sad.
But Castro still at, I still have Castro back in the
I
city.
mean, yes, at least you have Castro, but
Mhm.
it is still sad that you lost him.
I understand
Jen's
how you
like,
feel now when
whenever Piper dies, because Piper's
Piper, yes,
really weak.
yeah,
Well,
uh,
I guess the difference is that I know how to get Piper back, and I'm
well, it was a
sorry
fun
that it
little
is not the
anecdote.
same way for you. Jen's
Oh
over
well.
here like, process your feelings, Tusk. It's okay. This is a safe space.
All right, so you guys finish working. You're doing your work on the manticore,
Manticore.
and so go ahead and put yourselves where you're going to sleep. As
Oh.
John, your watch goes by uneventfully. Tusk, yours is also uneventful. Kithri,
Okay.
you have just started your watch. About 10 minutes in, Tusk is already asleep.
Good point.
And as the clouds part every once in a while,
Mm, well, ideally, she wants to let everyone sleep, so she will set up to keep it. Uh, eesh. Well, she'll go look and see if she can figure out what it is with Athena.
all right, give me a perception
Have
check with Athena.
she will put
Okay,
light on
so never
Athena.
mind. You don't need. You don't need. Well, that actually hinders Athena a little bit. Athena
Oh,
sees better without it.
well, okay, yeah, that's fair. I will
And
not do that then. I was just thinking of myself because I'm selfish.
So you're not sending Athena out and looking through her eyes. You are
I am.
walking, and then Athena's
I
going with you.
I'll have Athena just go check it out. So Kithri will stay where she is.
all right, so it's about 100 feet out.
Oh my goodness! He's just swimming?
Yes.
Oh. Well, is there anything that she could do to help? Or does she think that he'll make it to shore just fine on his own?
With your size and stuff, you don't think there's anything you could do besides maybe
That's
encourage it and
very
yell.
fair.
I've seen the map before, so I know what she's talking about, but it's
That's so awesome. Okay, well, she's not gonna wake anyone up. And kind of welcome him back to the fold.
Okay. So you see it's sort of stumbling and breathing really hard.
If there's
And it's
anything she can
clearly
do to
wounded.
help that she knows of, she will. But oh, she has her little medical history. I think that's mostly for humanoids, but she has her medical bug, and she will try to help dress its wounds a little bit.
Alright, so give me an animal handling check and a medicine check.
Oh boy. Oh jeez.
oh
Is it?
no.
I'm not good at either of these things.
You're
Alright, so
apparently
you are
pretty good at
able to
medicine.
help it, but it fights you and sort of moves its head, but it's very
She's trying
weak.
to
It's very
shush
weak,
it.
so it doesn't hurt you. You're able to easily dodge out of the way and stuff. But you are able to help it address some of its wounds, and you see it's breathing easier when you finish.
Get things like maybe I should get tips from Jen about this whole because it did not seem to respond to her very well of shushing and please be quiet. The party members are asleep.
But there is plants and stuff around, especially because of the plant growth. Now there are
Mhm.
enough plants and things so you can bring it over some plants and things for it to munch on.
Oh,
And
cute.
If y'all didn't know, I don't know. I got a private message. It's Honey Elk Sven.
We can see it now.
I can see him now.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah. You
He
survived.
made it! I'm so happy about that, but
Sorry for abandoning him.
yeah.
alright, so
He's also
K3's
huge,
the
so
rest
there's
of
not
your
much we could have done.
watch goes by uneventfully.
Am
You
I
don't
allowed
see
to get
anything
any
else.
reading done? Or
I
would
would
you
say you
say?
get about an hour and a half.
'Kay.
You are helping. You did spend some time working with the elk, but
Mhm.
um, if you are reading, you would have disadvantage on any perception checks.
Okay.
You also have Athena, so
Yes, Athena's,
it's
I would say, is mostly keeping an eye out for me.
okay.
When her watch is over, she would dismiss her. Or if she wanted to stay, she could stay and sleep. But I don't know what Athena's opinions are on that. So
That's totally up to you. It's a fey creature, so
I feel like she would be more comfortable in her personal dimension where she
right,
cannot get smacked by any rude thing.
sure.
So dismiss her after my watch is over.
All right, and so Gimbal, your watch progresses and it passes by mostly uneventful as the sun starts to rise. Let's see. Don't forget you do have whatever the heck his name is, your little blobby thing, your ooze,
OMG.
OMG.
and click. So it is now dawn.
And
Oof.
at dawn,
Come on, dawn.
both Honey
Yep.
Elk Sven and Honey Badger Sven. Poof. They are no longer.
Ugh.
They survived till dawn, surprisingly.
Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised that Honeyoak Sven survived that long, but also I feel real bad. But like,
Mhm.
they couldn't have done anything.
That's weird. Why does it have that weird shading? All right. Well, if you zoom in,
Probably because she's still got the general brightness going.
now
Maybe.
halfway out to the ocean, there's a line. It's just weird from the
Oh,
light of dawn. Anyway,
Oh, you're right. A little
huh,
distortion. Okay.
but
Weird.
weird.
the rest of it
Anyway,
is here. What is the duration of your plant growth?
I think it's permanent. Let me check. It looks like it's permanent. It's just grown now.
That's what I wanted.
Hmm.
All right. So your sun starts to rise, and let's go back to paint. Nope, it's something else. All right, never mind. And you're about half an hour, 20 minutes before you have to wake them up. As you guys are pushed to long rest.
Sven, quick question. The experience points that we might get from that past fight, do those apply before or after long rest take effect?
Asking for reasons.
Yeah. They will be applied when the fight is over.
Okay. Sorry, I normally try not to ask that, but I'm just
This is so
yeah.
fun.
We're
Sorry.
He's
so
so
close.
excited.
We're so close.
Yeah.
Really,
Okay.
you're welcome for rolling such a high
As the
percentile.
sun
I'm getting us
rises,
closer faster.
Gimbal, you're I guess everybody else is asleep. Gimbal, you're stretching and finishing, trying to stay awake as you're reading through this book that you're working on, and you see a yellow bird come and alight on one of the branches next to this palm tree. So it looks at you.
Pretty bird.
It's about the size of a crow, but it's yellow. And then it flies away. And about 5 minutes later, you hear and you see through the trees more of them coming and more of them coming. And you see these whole flocks of these yellow birds are flying their way over the trees to you. And where did it go? Here it is.
Roll for initiative.
And as you're thinking, man, that's a lot of birds.
He's like rolling over. Oh god.
No.
She feels mostly better, so she's like, I suppose I could deal with
What just
this
happened?
crap.
There we go. There we go. As you begin to see a dozen, and then 2 dozen, and 3 dozen, and then it becomes more than you can count as these swarms of birds come
Doesn't anyone
flying
have
down.
fireball?
And this is where we're going to leave it for tonight.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
If
What
these
the
are like
flock?
actually normal birds, you guys are gonna be so glad you have a nature cleric with you.
I guess we'll find out.
Oops, wrong button.
Oh no, man, she's bad at doing cleric things, but you know.
There it is. All right, let me try this again. Bam. And bam. Boom. All right, and so
Oh,
we will pick up
1d3.
here in a couple weeks as
Mhm.
these birds come flying in. Make sure I know what their range is. So I'm going to say, actually, let's see. Gimbal, go ahead. Did you want to try
Yoo-hoo!
to shoot them? Or did you want to just wait until they get close? Make sure they're aggressive.
I'll wait.
The alarm bell went off. That means
Well,
something
I'm
in the
saying before the
vicinity is
alarm
trying
went
to
off,
close.
he would have he saw them coming
No, I
through the
would
trees,
just,
but wasn't
I don't
quite sure.
assume birds are gonna be a threat to
Exactly.
our incredibly powerful, great and powerful
Oh,
Oz and company. There's no way.
we'll find out.
I would not immediately think that they were a serious threat. I would just be a little worried about what was chasing them.
Okay. All right, so click. We will pick up here in a couple weeks. Next week we have Nick's campaign, so come back,
Woo!
say hello,
Yeah.
Mhm.
show him some loving and some support in the chat. Hopefully you guys like the map, like the fights, and once you get back to town and Kithri, you guys can interpret the letters that Kithri found.
Mhm.
We'll be thinking about what else you guys wanted to do besides.
Well, I need to buy
this
armor
stuff.
for a Ravenclaw, so
Some
it's
barding.
my main go-to. Yeah, barding and armor and stuff for Ravenclaw when we get back to the city.
All right. Well, presuming you survive, then there's one thing that I did forget to do. I need a Genesis. I need a Wisdom saving throw
Oh.
during your watch, real quick. So thank you guys for playing. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you next week. Don't forget tomorrow. We start at 7. Yes. So I always forget how this works. You know something is watching you. Do you want to prevent it from doing so?
Yes.
Okay. So it stops. That happened during your watch. All right. So have a good night, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, whatever else you do. Enjoy the rest of your day. Say good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.